Welcome to Myth, Magic, and Might, Episode 10, Off the Rails. Last we left our heroes, the only friends. One of these days I'll say that name without smiling or breaking up. Our heroes, found themselves in the wondrous city of Fogcliff, a city built, upon a giant bridge. That is to say, a bridge that was built originally by giants. And our various members found themselves splitting up for a number of tasks. Frida and Jialin explored the city to find a strange poster with a minotaur, with a yak minotaur who looked almost exactly like Jialin. They also encountered a traveling a magician, a showman, and his sort of makeshift family of a black cat tabaxi with a long tail, and a giant girl. And by that I also mean a girl who is herself a giant. Sadly, none of the party could speak giant, so they had little idea what she was saying.
That's not entirely true. I can. But they put me to
Pricilla
sleep.
got wasted at the tavern. But yes, Pricilla got wasted absolutely at the tavern. And they met the bartender and prospective future crewmate, according to their captain, Aaron Tidewalker, who did his best to accommodate and take care of Pricilla, as he understands to some degree how she feels, though it's strange to say how. It's almost like he has some kind of weird ability. Rosalind and Hayden found themselves interviewing prospective crewmates for Hayden's ship. Rosalind mostly just kind of there, though they did start talking with Raven, a member of the Forearm tribe, who is also a master shipwright who has promised to help them rebuild their ship after Hayden defeated him in a dance competition. And Lana, we found battling a blast from the past, a foe that was with the crew that sent you and your captain's ship hurtling towards this planet. And as for your captain himself, it seems as though he has been kidnapped by this very same group. Luckily, right before he went unconscious, he was able to scream loud enough to awaken Jialin, Pricilla, and Frida to the goings-on. As Gilgamesh, the captain's faithful right-hand illusion wizard, and Aaron Tidewalker, the soon-to-be crew member, follow behind Jialin, Pricilla, who is being carried by Jialin, and Frida. Rosalind, we cut to you downstairs in the front of the tavern. You hear the screams go up, but as soon as you do, two figures stand up from their tables, and they, let's roll back a little bit. Rosalind, this is a little bit before the commotion upstairs. What do you find yourself doing in the tavern right now?
What do I find Pricilla is safely in her room, where she cannot jump out a window.
Yes.
Okay. So once Pricilla was settled back in her room, she would probably she would have been staying close to Hayden, until everything that happened with Hayden. So,
Yeah, see, you did see him go upstairs with a
okay.
woman.
If I saw him go upstairs, then uh unless he told me to stay put, I would probably eat some food and then go follow him.
As you're eating, Robin kind of sits next to you. He brings you your plate as he's been kind of made to take over the bar here.
Oh, thanks.
Here you go.
Looks good, honestly. I haven't had much in the way of good food lately. I miss home cooking.
Yeah, you know, the Tidewalkers here,
Excuse me? I cook home meals for you every night.
I miss my family's food, though!
I'm a better chef than your family.
The voice of Lana from miles and miles away. But in any case, yeah, he sets the plate with like some grilled chicken and some grilled green beans down.
Chicken and green beans, a nice healthy staple.
Well, you know, I see that you work out quite a bit, so I, you know, thought I'd go with a safe bet. If there's something else you'd like, I could cook that up. But...
Nah, this is good. So, what brought you all the way out here and so far away from home? If you don't mind me asking, that is.
Well, it's kind of a long story, but,
Well, tell me...
Well...
Then tell me one thing that you miss about home, then.
Honestly, the spices. Because, like, everything here is so bland. But, like, at home, you know, it's like an explosion of flavors. Here, it's like,
Interesting. I haven't done a lot of, like, super spicy stuff, so not sure how much of an aficionado I would be. I bet you Lana could give you a run for your money. Her cooking's still pretty good. Yeah, Lana's a member of the party that I'm a part of. Yeah.
They were that fox girl that was with you earlier.
Fox lady. Yeah.
She's
very stoic.
I've never heard of a fox woman before. It's very weird.
Yeah. This... I'm sure maybe one of these days you can learn more about her. She's not very talkative. At least
Rosalind, it's about at this... Rosalind, it's about this time when you hear a shout from the upper floor that you know to be Hayden's voice, but at the same moment that shout comes up, two people that were sitting at tables on either side of the stairs, they, you know, these big bulking guys, they stand up, they throw off their vests, which they had closed, and this illusion that was over them fades away, and where they were where they were humans, they now appear to be these tieflings in pirate attire with bandanas tied over their heads and sticks of dynamite strapped to their chests that they light.
Do I recognize what dynamite is? I imagine I do because I'm from a town right in the mountains.
Well, interestingly, Rosalind, dynamite is not something that is native to the world of Geb. However, you recognize this explosive as the same one that the Silver Talon used. And from there, we're gonna cut to Lana. Lana, you find yourself in this cramped, like dead-end alleyway, a pillar to the north of you of sheer stone, houses to either side, and the only way out is currently blocked by this monkey. This strange monkey, a macaque, with 6 ears, that when it jumped down from the building, the only other notable thing about this monkey is this metal, heavy-looking collar around its neck. And as it jumps down from the top of the roof, it somersaults in the air, and as it somersaults, it transforms into an exact duplicate of you. The only difference being that it still has the collar around its neck.
Indeed. Huh.
I'll say that you probably have had enough time to refresh that, mostly because I think it'd be. Wait, no, you didn't use it yet.
I don't know. It's marked off.
Oh, they copy you exactly as you are, so we'll say that they also have theirs marked off.
Yeah, I've used 1 divine sense, 1 first level spell slot, and 1 and my channel divinity.
Okay, so as you stand before this perfect duplicate of yourself, it once again says, "I'm sorry that I have to do this. If I had a choice, I'd leave you alone." And they brandish their axe. And you are reminded of them saying pretty much this exact same sentence the first time that the two of you encountered each other, battling on the decks of your respective captains' ships, as they battled one another in space before the 2 ships plummeted into darkness and the fight was called off. You don't. Sorry.
You don't have to do that.
I really can't.
Take the collar off.
They roll their eyes like, "Oh yeah, like I didn't think to try that." The like one crew member that's like behind you blows on the whistle again, and you can kind of hear it with your like fox ears, and it's a little annoying. The other you winces really hard and is like, "Hey, you better kill this stupid girl fast, or else I'm gonna tell the captain." It's like, ugh, dang it. And
are we rolling for initiative yet?
You will. You will be rolling for initiative, and one thing I will also remind you is that the last time that you fought this creature, you tried to attack its collar, but unfortunately your ordinary axe bounced right off it.
Well, now I have an adamantine great axe, so we're gonna try something different.
Certainly. And now we're gonna cut back to Jialin, Frida, and the somewhat sleepy Pricilla on Jialin's shoulder. The 5 of you, including Aaron and Gilgamesh, are running through the city streets after these nefarious fiends who have kidnapped your captain. Jialin, since you're in the front, I want you to give me a perception or survival check to see how well you are tracking them. This is going to be very difficult because you don't have dark vision and they do.
Can I give Jialin advantage since I do have dark vision?
I already have advantage. I got a 20, dirty 20.
Okay. You are keeping a relative pace with them. They are much faster than you, so you can't, like, get in range to attack. You have to, like, keep dashing to not completely lose them, but you aren't... But, like, you can tell which way they're going.
Can I chuck a javelin at them?
Throw me!
You realize...
Yeah, can I throw Pricilla?
You can certainly try, but you do recognize that if you stop to throw something, you risk losing track of which way they're going, because with their dark vision, they don't have to rely on light sources, so they can like scatter into darkness. And they also appear to be rogues, so they are like dashing with their bonus action.
Can I make myself glow?
I mean, yeah, but you know, your light only goes so far.
That's fair. How far ahead are they?
They are like 80 feet ahead of you right now, because they're rogues and like dashing, double dashing. Well, dashing and hiding. They're trying to hide, but you're like doing surprisingly well at finding them, so they keep having to run.
I have something that can probably stop them in the tracks. If you could, maybe.
Pricilla, can you run?
Yeah, I can run.
Without, like, stopping to make the transference, I would like to set Pricilla down and pick Frida up, if that's possible.
Okay, Pricilla, make a dexterity check to see if you fall prone.
There's a running Minotaur doing a duck and roll off of the Minotaur car.
Yeah.
19. I'm good. I slept it off. We're fine.
You're still a little tipsy, like, Solana, like, appears to, like, help you. Has to, like, pull on your tail to keep you from falling over, but you do stand on your feet. Frida, okay. Jialin, roll a strength check to see how well you can throw Frida.
You got this, Jialin, you got this.
21.
Okay, I'll say that Frida soars 21 feet.
Just enough.
I'd like to use my Legacy Arcania to use Mage Hand to just maneuver Frida a little bit to make sure that they hit the right target.
Okay.
All right.
What do you do?
Oh, no.
So we are steering a prone half-elf.
All right, friends. So, tell me, would Hayden... Hayden's unconscious, yes?
Very.
So they wouldn't be able to make any kind of save?
No?
Yeah, no dex saves or wisdom or strength saves.
Yeah.
All right. Now I'm debating, because this would be an intelligence check from Hayden.
Hayden would fail automatically.
Perfect! All right. What is the largest, heaviest object that I can see within 60 feet of me?
Wait. Largest heavy...
You're gonna rue the day you created this spell.
Dang nabbit. There's like buildings nearby. There's plenty of stuff.
Okay. I'm going to cast Magnetize on one of the buildings and then on Hayden.
Okay, that's actually
Okay, it's a con save?
Yes. The sheet of... Oh, yep, there he is. Can he... Did I give him...
Contested strength.
Okay. Frida, as you cast that spell, the person in the lead... wait, how far away are you from them now with your thrown...
59, I guess, since you said I was 21 feet thrown towards them.
He counters your spell with an infernal dart that strikes through your arcane hands as you are maneuvering them. And he says, Boris, distract them. And they're like, yes, boss. And this bigger brute that was carrying Hayden, he like hands Hayden off to his commander, and then he runs at your group and rips open their vest and pulls lit dynamite out.
You're gonna fucking die! Wait, what was his name? Boris?
Yeah, I know! It's gonna hurt! But Dad, I mean the captain, said I gotta!
Wait.
Are we in initiative, or...?
I'll say, since Frida and Jialin did something, I'll say that you can do something.
Okay. Can I bonus action manifest echo? But I'd like to manifest echo directly in the charging path of this individual, because I can put it out to 15 feet.
That definitely works. You know what? Roll me a Constitution check.
22.
I was gonna say 2 or higher, or 10 or higher. When Lana appears, their fire is just hot enough to cause the whole stick of dynamite to ignite, and so they explode 15
Hell yeah.
feet ahead of you guys. So there is this massive explosion that goes up, and then when the dust settles, Boris is at 1 hit point laying on the ground, and the others are gone. So that's
All
yeah,
right.
that's your current situation.
If I was focusing hard enough on Hayden, is it possible that I might have seen where they went? Because my eyes would have been on Hayden.
It's tough. Roll a perception check or a survival to see if you can pick up their tracks.
Yeah, that's
essentially.
probably a nah, because that's a 5.
Yeah, a single, like, little bit of gravel got into your eye from the explosion, and you had to wipe it off, and you lost them.
It's fine. We've got someone who can talk, right? As I'm, like, walking up to Boris, I want to just kick Boris.
Oh, Dad, is it time to wake up? I mean, Captain.
Are you just... How old does Boris look?
He looks like a full-grown man.
All right.
Y'all see Pricilla stuffing a bunch of doorknobs into a sock.
What?
Okay, we can rough him up, just maybe not too much. He looks pretty rough already. We want to at least conscious for this.
Let's go.
Do you know... Actually, I looked... You go ahead, sorry.
He's just kind of lying there on the ground. He's pretty dazed from being at the center of an explosion. So you do realize that now is probably your best opportunity to try to get information from him.
Do you have any persuasive techniques, Pricilla?
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to pull out my glaive, put it right to his throat, and I'm going to say, you have about 6 seconds to tell me something that is going to make me want to keep you alive.
Can I give her,
Yeah.
if that's gonna be an intimidation roll, can I give her advantage by, looming over him?
Roll, Pricilla, roll intimidation with advantage.
That's an 18.
18. That's certainly good enough. He says, Dad, I did what you said. Please.
4, 3.
But Dad, we
2.
got the bombs for the train set up, didn't we?
Where are they?
We set the bombs so that when the train goes through the tunnel, it'll set them all off, and it'll also set off the bombs that are on around the support pillars, and then they'll blow up, and then the whole bridge and all the city will come falling down into the river. See? Sea! It's the sea!
And have you taken the captive?
You said a second ago you were gonna tie him to the railroad tracks, cause you said it was classic. Johnny, he said I was cliche, but then you hit Johnny, so I said it was a good idea.
Any other information we need from this one?
I don't know. He seems kind of abused. Maybe we just leave him here?
Is there anything else you need?
Johnny! Where's our hideout again?
I'm not Johnny, I'm Boris.
Shut up, Boris, Johnny! I don't care! I got confused. That explosion confused me. Tell me where.
I'm sorry, Captain. We were gonna leave the city tonight. Remember, we were all gonna go down to the docks and escape, but we're gonna tie the captain to the rails, so he gets run over by the train. Shoot.
Right. All right.
New plan, Boris. Now we're off to join the circus. Go find it.
Oh, I gotta go find a circus? Okay.
I'm gonna toss Boris a silver too.
Okay. Yay, I've never had money before.
It's too sad. We can't execute this guy.
And Boris walks off to go join the circus if he can find it.
Can I stealthily cast Burning Hands while no one's looking?
Boris can't possibly survive, so when that happens, you see that Boris's entire body disappears in a puff of smoke, and a little blue orb flies out of his body towards the direction that you assume that this guy was going. Like he goes the way they were running, and then like it turns
Yes, I
left.
thought. I like to go and scoop up a little bit of the ashes into a jar and take it with me.
Pricilla in her klepto ways.
Yes. So, what do you what direction do you guys go now? You know where they're going to take Hayden, and you know where their ship is going to be. You imagine that if you try to intercept them at their ship, that Hayden will be run over by a train. So
we gotta try to meet them at the tracks.
And that's a sacrifice that we're willing to make.
well, yeah. You also know, according to what Boris said, that when the train reaches the first tunnel, it's going to set off a series of explosions that'll cause the entire city to collapse.
Right, is there anyone we can alert?
Frida.
That train. What?
Wasn't that spell that you used on... Well, you tried to use on Hayden.
Yes.
I noticed it made something wobble. Can you, move things?
I can't. I can move little things, and I can make two magnet things push apart to come together, but...
Could you pull something metal down on top of the tracks before the tunnel? That way the train would know to stop.
That is...
Yeah, it's on a different floor than you guys are on right now. Like, the bridge is on multiple tiers. You're on, one of the lower tiers near the docks. You know that the train is, the second to top tier. So you guys would have to, go up the elevator to find the train.
Also, I feel like that would kill everyone on the train. And I don't think I could live with that, honestly. But also the whole city's gonna go down. I think we should try to find somebody who's in control of the trains, right? They have to have some kind of communications.
Well, that would probably be the Empire.
Well...
We've convinced the Empire to more than once. And she,
This is true.
pats her fist into her palm.
I think we're pretty persuasive after that little bitch we had there with Boris.
Yeah, it looks like he's really gonna turn his life around.
I'm just trying to think of who we could speak to possibly get the train turned off.
Is there a constable, maybe?
Perhaps. I mean, a lot of people are gonna die if we don't get this train to stop.
Yeah, you don't know how quick that train is coming.
Right, so can I make a insight check or investigation to figure out where...
Make an investigation check.
Alright. 13!
You look around, and at first you're not finding anything. But, then you are kind of wiping your eyes, and you move your eye patch a little bit, and you see a, you are here map of the city that's just kind of posted.
Oh, perfect, good. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna read it and try to see if there's a control center for the train or something.
There is a central station, but you also know that as you are speaking, your friend is being taken to the tracks and is going to be tied to the railroad tracks. So, so even if you got them, like, in time to stop a train. Like, you know, wireless communication isn't really a thing at this day and age, so there's no way for them to, like, call the train ahead of time and tell the train to stop. It's moving.
I hate to break it to you, Frida, but I think that maybe splitting ourselves would be best right now. Send Jialin and I to retrieve Hayden. You sort of find Lana and Rosalind and go and head towards the control terminal.
Well, all right. I'm just worried if the train comes, it's going to collapse everything.
Looks like you're going to have to stop it then.
All right. I'm debating.
I think the point was that the DM was making was that there is no control terminal.
Right.
There's not like a remote shut-off switch for them.
I am probably gonna... I kind of look to them and I just say, I think I'll come with you. I do think it's possible for me to stop the train with my abilities, but I'd only have one shot at it.
Let's make it count.
All right. And then I think we're gonna run. Just fucking bolt.
Yes, you guys run to the elevator that'll take you up to the level the train is on, and Aaron actually speaks up at this moment, and he's like, my family does have a one of those hand cars that we can use if it comes to that. There's a I know I can unlock the shed that we keep it in.
I think that could be useful, right?
I think that would be very useful.
Okay. And as you all arrive at the shed, which is thankfully near the elevator along with a few other sheds, and Aaron very quickly gets the hand car out, we're gonna cut back to Lana. Let's see which one of these... I meant Rosalind. Which one of these is Rosalind's thing? Yes, here we go. Okay, Rosalind, you're in the middle of the bar with this big brutish pirate guy. There are two of them, and Raven, he looks to the other and he says, "I'll take the one on the right."
You got yourself a deal. We'll see who deals with these assholes first.
Okay. So there are two unique mechanics for this combat. One is that every single round, the bomb is going to, or the fuse rather, is going to take 1d4 fire damage. And it has a total of 10 hit points, so that'll determine when the bomb goes off. The second thing is that I'm going to roll a d20 after each round to determine how well the fight between Raven and this other person is going. If it goes well on his end, then it frees him up to like offer an extra attack for you. But if it goes poorly, then the other guy is gonna get a chance to give a shot at you. So Rosalind, roll me a straight d20 roll just to see how this first round is gonna go.
Hey, straight d20. That is a 12.
12. So that means Raven, he gets an attack.
Nice. And then I already rolled initiative. It was 19.
He only rolled a 4, unfortunately, so I would say that misses. Okay, Rosalind, it is your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk up to the guy on the left,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna pull my quarterstaff off my back, and I'll be like, you'll see me stammer for like half a second as I see that dynamite, and I recognize from a previous encounter, and I'll be like, we gotta stop them. We gotta stop these. So, this is a bar, right? So there's liquid nearby within 30 feet of me?
Yeah?
Okay. Ah, crap. Never mind. Can't... Well, hold on. Features and traits. Elemental arts. Some of the element around you and are attuned to that element. Let's lower the minimum amount for fire and air. Red. Except, is there a barrel of water near me? Or is it just like alcohol?
Close enough. Like, yeah, there's water here. There'd be fresh drinking water.
Okay. So, here's what I'm gonna do. I would like to... I'm gonna need to pull up my... What kind of attack I can do. Pull up a thing, sorry. I'm trying something new.
Okay.
With motion, you can piercing cold damage when you're making it. You can hit 2 creatures. Are the 2 guys within 5 feet of each other?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm gonna you wield the weapon, just a monk weapon is returned to that element. Any less considered not enough material. Okay, so I'm gonna attempt to do I'm not gonna walk right up to him. It says reach, which means I have a 10-foot reach on it. Instead of 5, right?
Yes.
Alright, so I'm gonna essentially try and do a draw out a water from a barrel from behind the bar and try and whip both of the guys.
Okay.
At once.
Roll to hit. Just use your quarterstaff stats for.
Perfect. First one is a 13. Does a 13 hit?
No, it does not.
Okay. So that was the guy that I was supposed to be facing, the guy on the left, and now the guy on the right. Worse. I was so close to a nat 20, but then it rolled to the 2. So both of those miss.
Yeah. They dodge.
And I'm as the guy that I'm holding the dynamite in his hand, or where is it?
It's in his hand.
Okay. So I probably wouldn't have been able. I'm trying to use the water to unlight the fuses, but since I didn't hit either of them, that wouldn't work.
Yeah. So it is now his turn. He is going to attack.
Yeah.
Does an 18 hit.
Barely. That's my AC.
He does 4 damage, and then he gets 1 more attack, and that will be a miss. As he swings at you with the dynamite, actually. He's very awkwardly holding a knife in the same hand as the dynamite.
Yeah.
It's definitely throwing him off more than he thought it would be. So, Lana, go ahead and roll for initiative. We are back to you, Lana. Jarring. Okay.
Well, I can't roll above a 10, so that's a 6.
Okay. So, Lana is going to attack Lana with the great axe. Because this wasn't confusing enough. Ooh, does a 22 hit you?
You have my sheet in front of you.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I don't need to. Okay, that'll be a total of 11 damage.
This is not going to go well.
Okay. I'm really sorry. Geez, you're even stronger than last time.
Whose turn is it now?
It is your turn.
All right, can I maneuver around this guy to be against the bandit dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bandit dude's not far enough away.
I'm going to smack the bandit dude.
Okay, roll to hit.
No! A 10?
Oh, that misses. Ah! You almost hit me! I thought you were doing a one-on-one fight. Jeez. Maybe I should get further away from you.
I'm gonna use my bonus action. No, wait, I don't have my channel divinity yet. Never mind. Yeah, that's my turn. So, goodbye, everyone.
Okay. We are now back with, okay. So, I am sharing on your screen. You should see it now. the wonderful train that I...
It looks nice.
Yes, thank you. Moving the piece. So, as you... Oh, gosh. I'm using these commoners as placeholders. So, as you guys are on this track, you see that the train in question is, in fact, a Imperial supply train, and all of these are, like, Empire goons that are patrolling the various cars of the train up and down, and you see that it is loaded with Empire material. And you also see, all the way at the end of the track here, is Hayden, tied to the railroad tracks. So, with that, I will start this encounter. Hold on.
How far away is Hayden?
Just give me 1 second while... Okay, so, everyone roll initiative.
All right. 8.
10.
And let's see, what's Aaron?
20.
Okay. 16, okay. So, Jialin, it appears that you are... Oh, hold on, I didn't roll initiative for the enemies. Whoops. Oh well. Let's just go with it. Jialin, it is now your turn. So, as far as how this handcar operates, every turn you get to make a strength check to determine how fast this car goes. So yeah, it's basically like one of those cars you have to like push up and down thing, and your strength roll, your athletics check total times 10 is how many feet this car will move in a turn. And these are 10-foot squares. So you're quite a distance from Hayden.
This is incredibly precarious.
Isn't that how things always are?
Very
with
true.
us?
Okay.
So, as an out-of-character question, I would assume then our turns we would have to either roll for
that'll take your
moving the cart
movement.
or
Your movement is trying to move the car.
okay.
Two characters
Alright.
can actually like make the check at the same time if you're on either end of it, and so yeah. Right now,
So is Gil helping with one side? and I'll
Pricilla
help
is
on
on
the other?
one side and Jialin is on the other because they are much beefier than the two people you just suggested.
So it's only one
Yes.
check necessary? Okay.
Hi, yes, it's I, Pricilla, beefy, but not as beefy as
Very
Jialin.
few beings are as beefy as Jialin.
To be fair, Pricilla still kicked Jialin's ass in the team fight.
That's only because Echo Knights are busted.
Okay, so, I would like Jialin and Pricilla to both make athletics checks. The total times 10 is how many feet your car will move this round.
I got a 9.
Mine is sticking. Oh, there we go. 12.
Okay, so, Jialin, if you want, I will give you the ability to rage as a bonus action and give yourself advantage on this.
Yeah, I would like to do that.
And Aaron is actually going to spend his action to help you, Pricilla, because he knows getting to Hayden is really important right now. So go ahead and roll with advantage. That'll be Aaron's turn, but he will, yeah, he'll help you.
Yeah, that's a nat 20 for 23.
21.
Okay,
Nice.
23 plus 21 is a total of 440 feet. So,
We zoom in.
yeah.
I think we did. I think we just passed Hayden.
No, as you
I think we did.
let's see.
Oh no.
10,
Can I use my
30,
portents to give one of them
40,
a 9 so we
50,
stop further back?
16, 17, 19, 20, 20, 30. Woo! Whee! You guys on your hand car pass a full engine moving train just through the sheer might of Jialin's beefy muscles.
Beauty.
So you do have some movement left. I'll let you add that to your movement next round, but if you want to do something here next to Hayden, I will let you.
I want to have Lana jump off and burn away these ropes.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll. These ropes have an AC of 10 and 1 hit point. So you just need to hit them.
12 to hit.
Just barely. Solana is able to cut the captain free and pull them onto the... Or actually, no, they can't pull a creature onto the thing.
Nope. No. It would be my turn to throw him up on the cart.
How are you going to do that on this fast-moving cart?
Can I help her with this by like
You do still have an
holding her
by
by
the
the
tail.
ankle?
Okay. So your action is going to be you going to help Pricilla on like an athletics or acrobatics check to lean out 10 feet and like grab or hook Hayden with their like polearm or something.
Absolutely, yes.
And
because I am
is that what you want to do, Pricilla? Is that what you were planning?
Hold on. Can I use my bonus action to teleport swap with Solana and throw Hayden up onto the
You
cart?
can.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna say, yeah, that's no, you're there on the train track, but that's no.
We can switch.
Yeah, I switched
I
with
can catch
Solana,
Hayden.
Oh no.
and I'm throwing Hayden to Jialin.
Yeah, that works.
Should I roll athletics?
Yeah, go ahead and roll athletics. It's going to be much lower.
Do I need to do anything?
20.
Catch him.
With a 20, you throw Hayden perfectly, like sails, like he was like a javelin. So many throwing other characters this episode.
It's optimum. It's optimized.
It's optimized. Priscilla, what are you going to do?
And then
Secretly, we are all path
and
of
then
the giant
I'm
barbarian.
going to draw my glaive and I'm going to take an interception stance with the
With
train.
the train.
No, keep fucking on.
Jialin,
We're gonna get you out of there. Hold on.
Jialin, you can just step to the side. Frida, sorry. We should go back to the initiative. Okay, Priscilla and Jialin were right next to each other, so we'll say that those two are done with their turn because Priscilla wants to try to get run over by a train. Frida, it's your turn.
Okay, are those the square? Is that a mast or like a pillar?
Yes, that is a pillar.
With just reminding myself, were these the pillars that had dynamite on them?
No, these pillars do not look to have dynamite around them.
All right. Does it look like the train is going to literally hit Pricilla in the next round?
It's gonna move like 200 feet, so hold on, let me get the, that was a thing.
We are going fast.
It's a train! Okay, so, let's see,
Man, we were going fast. We went faster than this. I know.
it's not gonna, it's actually not gonna hit Priscilla this round.
I'm not getting on those tracks, and I'm realizing these aren't really innocent people, are they? It is the Empire.
Yeah.
All right. Didn't work last time, but I'm hoping there's no one who can counterspell here. I'm going to magnetize the front of the train. How does that work? How would that work?
I will say, the train is not currently in range to do that. It'll move like after your turn, but I'm assuming you're holding.
Oh, it is too far away. Shit. You're right.
So let me measure.
We are 2 speed.
Let me measure your distance. Okay, So
So I gotta wait for it to
okay.
It'll be within...
Okay, what does that say?
No, I'm too far away.
That's 100 feet. You're like 100 feet ahead of it at the end of its move.
So I'm not gonna be able to do that?
No, it does not look like it.
No. I'm trying to think of the best way that I can help in this situation. I have shit for strength. I'm not going to be able to pull Pricilla in. So, I think I'll actually, alright, it seems like a stupid plan, but it's the best I can do at the moment. I am going to cast Silent Image to create a figure standing slightly ahead on the train tracks in hopes that whoever's driving the train will see this person and maybe stop.
I mean, they weren't gonna stop with Hayden. What?
It's the best.
What?
I can do.
Okay, what do you make this figure look like?
I'm gonna make it a child. Just if they do it, they're even more of monsters. Just a little kid.
Okay, we'll put this flying snake. Hold on.
I know they take time to stop, but if it starts to stop and Pricilla is still there, it might be slightly slower when it hits her.
So this small child appears in the middle of the train tracks. I assume they're wearing like a schoolboy uniform
Yes, just
and
a
looking
cute
a lot
little schoolboy uniform.
Okay. Okay.
They are monsters.
It is Gil's turn. Gil looks at what you've made and is like, that's almost impressive with how horrible that is.
No.
Let's make something that'll hold on, I'll help. He will create he will use minor illusion to create the sound, and
Perfect. Yes.
and he makes the sound of, oh, I just love standing on the train tracks and licking my lollipop. Do 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 do.
You couldn't have made it a little more urgent. It's fine. Thank you, Gil. You're very helpful.
Okay. So it is the end of that turn. Let's see, sorry. I have so many tabs to flip through. The Imperial soldiers, they see this small boy, they're like, Commander, what are we gonna do? He looks at the situation and is like, well, it's not like we can stop. Do you want to explain to the Emperor why we're late? But sir, there's no time to stop the train. Just close your eyes, I guess. And their train crashes through your illusion, and
I want them to live with that.
none of them dare defy the Emperor. So, chicka. Okay.
These people low-key just said, yes, we would kill a child.
There's no way they could. Trains don't stop on a dime, you see.
I know.
They didn't even try.
I should have made it the Emperor. I didn't stop until now. Maybe they would have stopped.
They would have. I don't think they could have.
They still couldn't have. It's fine. I just want them to live with what they've done.
Yeah, they didn't even try to stop. The train is still going.
Demoralize them.
Okay, so I'll say this does like 1 point of psychic damage to lesser ones that aren't as evil. So this one damage. These infantry, they all take 1 psychic damage for running over a small boy.
Good. You have to play mind games. You gotta play mind games with these people.
The special forces officer, however, is not phased.
Well, if I can magnetize, he might be phased by that.
Okay, so we are gonna go back to Lana. Or sorry, yes, Lana. We're gonna go to Lana. So,
All right.
it is fake Lana's turn. Fake Lana will roll with disadvantage because their heart's really not in this. And they roll a nat 1 and just, dink off your armor. Oh no. Ah, I got sand in my eye.
Okay. I'm going to send May
Mm-hmm.
to use the help action.
Okay. They do.
And, against the bandit with the whistle.
Okay.
And I'm gonna attack the bandit with the
Okay,
whistle.
roll to hit with advantage.
18
That'll
to hit.
hit.
Smite.
Yeah, go ahead and roll damage.
That's max damage on the regular hit plus that's 27 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
I'm just going to May is gonna grab the whistle and yank it off his neck, and as he's reaching out for the whistle, I'm just going to come through and my axe is going to chop his head off, and while enwreathed in a phoenix-shaped flame.
His entire body turns to ashes, and you see the little blue soul leave his body and fly away. And since you're holding the whistle, you're the one that the other you has to obey. So they stop.
All right. Now with my adamantine axe, let's get this thing off of you.
Please.
I would like to stick it underneath the collar and pop it off with the adamantine.
Okay,
great
roll
axe.
to hit with advantage.
It's a 16.
That'll hit.
That is 11 damage to the neck.
And
necklace.
that is doubled actually to 22, so that will break this. You pull and you pull and you pull, and the metal is crumpling beneath your axe, but there's still just a little bit more there. It needs one more solid hit to fully be destroyed, but you're getting there. You're making progress.
Gotcha.
Do you want to use a smite to?
I mean, yeah, sure. I'll use my last
Okay.
smite.
Go ahead.
I will call upon the power of the Phoenix Queen, because the Phoenix Queen hates slavery. That's a side story, but she fought against slavers all the time. For another 11 points of damage, as I just want to melt through this garbage piece of technology.
Yes. Which, your adamantine axe has the siege property, so all damage done to objects and structures is doubled, so that becomes 22 damage. And so, as this phoenix flame bursts across your axe, the fury of your deity smashes through this collar, this symbol of oppression, and the clone of you changes back into a little monkey with 6 ears who kind of feels around his neck and kind of ruffles his fur around his collar, and then he jumps up and throws his arms around your neck and gives you a hug. He's like, thanks! Oh, thank you so much! Oh man, oh, I've been his slave for centuries. Oh my gosh, you have no idea how good this. Thank you.
I pat the animal and say, no problem. It is my sacred oath and duty to protect all life and nature itself. Here you go, and I'm gonna give him the whistle.
You know what? Keep it. I'll say that I owe you a favor, and if you blow on that whistle, doesn't matter where on this planet you are, I'll be able to hear it.
Right.
And if you need me, I'll help you with at least one fight, but not against my old boss, just 'cause he has more of those collars, and I don't want to risk getting, chained up again.
Yeah.
Revenge is sweet and all, but freedom is much sweeter.
Absolutely. By the way, why were you trying to kidnap me?
Well, my boss has this whole plan to set, barrels full of dynamite around the city and set them all off so that, the supports for all the bridges go out, and so this whole bridge city will, collapse under its own weight and kill everyone. Mostly so they can just, steal the whole town's worth of stuff that'll, fall into the river.
And that you wanted to kidnap me, that led to me being kidnapped because...
Well, you discovered the plan, so, you had to be gotten rid of. It was, their idea. I was just supposed to supervise and make sure the barrels were placed. Trust me, I didn't want to be a part of this. There's a lot of things that I really didn't want to do.
Alright, so where are the barrels at so that I can defuse them?
Well, there's a few here, and we'll say that, you can spend sort of the rest of your time. He will guide you to these barrels as much as possible. So, with that, we will close on your encounter, and we will cut back to Rosalind. Rosalind, roll your d20.
Okay. That's a 15.
Okay. I'll say that Robin gets 2 attacks.
Nice. All right. Since the water did it.
Yeah, both of those hit.
Turn? What?
Yes, it is your turn. I'm just rolling the damage.
The water didn't really work the way I thought it would, I'm gonna change tactics and be like, if I can't, did you roll the d4 for the dynamite?
I did not.
Because I
Why
want to
remind him of that?
We're getting to go boom boom.
Okay, only 1 damage, so it still has 9 hit points.
Alrighty. I'm gonna switch up my tactics, and I don't want to risk. I'll just take down the guy first, and then drop the dynamite in the water afterwards, so it doesn't blow up.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking. So I'm gonna pull out my quarterstaff and be square up with the guy and the guy on the left, and just try and whack him with my quarterstaff, and then bonus action punch him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay. That's much better. That's a 21 to hit.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
Okay. 2-handed. 6 bludgeoning damage for the first with the quarterstaff. I'll jab him try and drab him in the ribs, and then roundhouse kick him in the spleen.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
22 to hit.
Okay, roll damage.
Nice. That's 7 more bludgeoning damage.
Nice. You pop him in the ribs, and then you roundhouse kick him in the spleen. He stumbles forward, and Robin, without even looking, takes out 2 swords and slash with his other 2 arms and slashes this captain, or this big brute. He is looking rough. It's his turn.
Yeah.
Oh, he rolled a nat 20.
Oh no. Okay.
Okay, gonna roll percentile.
Roll.
19. Only 19. So he does.
That's 9 damage.
He does 9 damage total.
Okay.
And then,
I'm okay.
And then he rolls to hit with the dagger.
I'm starting to bleed. I'm bleeding, but I'm still up.
And he misses with his other attack because, again, he's holding a stick of dynamite on out one end of his hand and a dagger in the other.
Okay.
Okay. we are gonna cut back to our train fight, and Jialin, it is your turn. What do you do?
How far exactly is Pricilla from me?
Pricilla is, let me get out the ruler. They are, hold on, let me actually, hold on. Dang it. Give me just, okay, there we go. So it's easier to see. They are 30 feet from you, exactly.
Cool.
Oh no.
If I walk all the way to the farthest side of the platform and then like full on sprint, could I like body Pricilla off of the train tracks?
But then what are you gonna do?
I would be making it abundantly clear that I had a plan. Like, this is not me just fucking around.
We know, but it's a train.
Yes, that's what Pricilla was doing when she walked into the lava. And
Pricilla
also
may have plans. That doesn't mean the rest of the party agrees with Priscilla's plans. We're gonna let Pricilla go off half-cocked against a train.
I would like to try to body her.
If I could try and just be like, give that like expression of like, just trust me.
It's not gonna work. I'm sorry.
Damn it.
It's giving Superman's dad in Man of Steel.
Dad, it's a train. Don't be dumb. So, okay, Jialin, roll, I guess, a athletics check. Pricilla, you may roll to resist.
Can I roll acrobatics to try to like backstep, catch Jialin in swing, and spin on my toe to throw Jialin back on?
Yeah, that's fair.
I got a nat 20. I got a nat 20 for
Okay,
23.
Priscilla, you roll.
All right, here we go. 16.
Okay, so Priscilla, as you're imagining doing this like really cool maneuver, Jialin picks you up by your vest and just lifts you off the train track. Oh,
I bodied her.
Oh,
Like, I
you
launched
launched
myself
yourself
A
off.
linebacker.
to knock-
This is a linebacker tackle.
So actually, that doesn't mean Jialin, you're on the train tracks.
We knew it was gonna happen.
Jialin, what do? You
This is quickly turning into the Hawkeye Black Widow scene.
It is. It literally is.
Yeah.
I used all of my movement.
And you've used your action to shove
Yeah.
Priscilla.
Can I?
Can you use your action to dash?
It was
Or
already
you
used
get
on
these
the
extra
push.
stuff?
If I learned anything from Baldur's Gate, it's that shoves are a bonus action.
Oh,
Can I? Since I used my movement as my action, can I use Goring Rush as my bonus action and just?
yeah, you do have that ability.
I would like to grab Priscilla on the way.
I'm resisting.
Wait, is it like a free fall on the other side of that?
Yeah, you've gone like another step, and you will fall off the edge of the bridge.
Oh,
Do you keep
God.
That's an 11 to try
water?
What's at the bottom of the bridge?
Air and
It's
water.
like hundreds of feet up. It's like 100 feet up or more.
to. That is an.
Okay. Okay, I would like to diagonally Goring Rush, so diagonally that I would not go off the edge.
I mean that's fine. You're right
so
there.
almost a straight line.
You can stop your Goring Rush early. I'll allow that. Okay. It would be very fun. Thankfully, this place is up to regulation, so there are guardrails.
Oh, we're
Lovely.
not playing a game in the Star Wars universe.
No, despite Aaron being there. Okay. Speaking of which, it is Aaron's turn. I guess what's Aaron gonna do? Let me look at his sheet. Oh, he does have some spells. I'll help however I can, but I'm pretty limited since I'm a guy with a sword.
Reach out with your feelings, Aaron.
Reach out. As he stretches his arms out, he
Let the
uses his,
psionics flow through you.
he is a son. He hears this not from Lana miles away. He does have some telekinetic abilities, and he is going to cast Gust of Wind, so he starts just creating this power line of powerful wind that'll hopefully assist you in whatever it is you're planning to do.
Aimed away from our friends.
Yes,
standing
aimed
at the
away
ledge,
from
right?
your friends. Pricilla, it is your turn, technically.
Hell yeah. All right.
No.
I
no.
am going to get
damn.
back onto the rail tracks.
Oh God. No.
So, you'll have to break out of Jialin's grapple, so roll contested athletics or acrobatics against Jialin.
16.
Yes,
I
you
also
also
have
have
to
to
roll.
roll, but you are raging, so you get advantage.
This is almost as dumb as my session on last Sunday.
19.
That does beat Pricilla.
All right. I now I have to fucking because action economy. All right. Solana, we're swapping.
Yeah.
No! I can't put that or anything.
No.
No.
Wait, wasn't Solana on the handrail, like the hand cart though?
Pricilla was moved too far away from Solana, so Solana disappeared. So this is all above board.
Oh well, then it would take the bonus action to summon them, and then you wouldn't be able to move to swap places.
Well, it just takes half your movement, so.
That's right. That's right.
Alright, and then I am going to yell to Frida while trying to acrobatics jump my way up to where I'm going to basically be rolling on top of the train. I basically want to try to jump and land on top of the train before it comes at me.
You
Holding my spear lightly in my hands, and I'm gonna yell at Frida. Send this magnetized at the guy in the back. They're all in a line.
Oh my.
gosh.
All right. How far away is Pricilla right now?
Okay, yeah, it is your turn, Frida.
How far is Pricilla? Are you within 60?
Okay, let's get this above board.
I'll move forward
Hold-
slightly.
hold-
I think
let's
that'll
get this.
clear it, right?
Circle template. What is the range on?
It is 60 feet.
Okay, so I'm gonna move your token.
So
Assuming
I would have to hold my action as well.
20, 30. Okay, so assuming you're moving 30 feet to there, or actually,
Yeah.
let's make this more dramatic. We'll say you have enough a leeway to jump out if need be, but I think this is really dramatic.
I don't think I need to be there.
Okay.
I don't think... It's a sphere? I thought it was...
Well, it's a radius, so
Right.
okay.
Because
So that is the full range
of the magnetize.
of the magnetized spell. So even if theoretically you were to wait until like here,
That's probably what I'll have to do.
yeah.
And I'm also making that jump to try to be on the level. And basically, I want to land back first on top of the train.
Okay, I'll say that like with your assisted jump, you'll give it a little bit more room. I'm fine with that. So theoretically, this could work.
I've been muted this whole time, sorry. Yeah,
So
So if I'm not standing on the tracks, if I was standing on like the square below me right there.
yeah, I was doing that for fun and flavor, but if
I know. I don't have any economy to not get hit by the train.
I wasn't gonna do that for a flavor decision on my end, but yes, I get it.
No, I get you. So, what's the furthest? If I hold my action to magnetize once it gets close, what's the furthest person I can cast like the other side of it on?
So So theoretically, if I will say that with the train moving forward and and Pricilla jumping forward as well, basically the train is gonna move this way.
Right.
The train's gonna move forward. Jialin's gonna move towards the train, jumping forward. So between those two things, I'll say you could potentially launch this spear through all of them.
Then that's what I'll do. I'll hold my action. I'll prepare to cast Magnetize the moment the stars align, and
And Aaron is causing this gust of wind to assist Pricilla in this jump.
okay.
What Gil is going to do, Gil is going to go up to you, and they're gonna like put their hand on your shoulder, and they are going to do something, an established rule called shared casting. So basically, he can burn a spell slot in order to help you upcast this spell. The highest one he has available is 2nd level, so he's going to burn that in order to increase the level of the spell you're going to cast by 2.
Oh, nice. That's great.
So that's 4, because it's a 2nd level spell, and Frida, you do have the coin on you. Is that correct?
Yes.
In that case, because it is a transmutation spell, I forgot about this. Because it is transmutation or conjuration, it is automatically upcast 1 level.
So I can create extra
Yes.
magnet zones.
Yes, you can create additional magnetic zones along this train.
Can I magnetize? Can I get Pricilla to be magnetized to the top of the train?
Okay, that will spend 1 of them.
All right.
So how are you gonna place these others?
Oh, okay. No. I have to know how magnets work. Okay. So I'm gonna place 1 on the guy on the back,
Okay.
and then the other on Priscilla's spear, so that it
So
gets
that's 2.
launched. And then do I have 3 or 4?
What is the
For each spell slot above 2nd, I can target 1 additional creature, it says.
So you can create an additional, you can create additional, yes. So,
Could I just have Priscilla be magnetized with the spear as it's being launched? Just send her charging through? Okay, now, I'm just trying to think of the other best thing that I could do.
There's a glaive on my back.
Alright, we'll have the glaive be sent through as well.
wait, both?
Yeah, both.
Okay, so that's 2, 3, and I will allow you to just like spend those same fields on like 1 or 2 objects to like kind of focus their power. However, I am gonna require a skill check from you in order to do that.
Alright.
Does that seem fair to you?
That does seem fair.
Okay,
Alright.
so you can kind of increase the power of this spell by focusing these magnetic spheres. And I'm going to roll
Alright.
a Constitution save for the guy in the back just to see if he resists the spell or not. That's a 6, so no.
Good. Don't have to use my portent.
Oh, yeah, you. So,
No, he wasn't gonna succeed.
So, Frida,
Yes.
you need to make. Let's see, what's the level of the spell again? It's
So-
past the 5th level.
5th level. So.
Okay,
Yes.
so this is going to be this is a very powerful spell.
Right. You
So
know,
I will lower this to a DC 20. You have to hit a DC 20 Arcana check.
Arcana check. All right. 14 or higher, I need.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna spend my portent, my 19.
Okay.
So 19 plus 6, 25 total.
25 is very impressive. Frida.
As I
As
harness this energy.
yes, you harness the this power flowing into you from Gil and from this mysterious coin, and you focus it on Priscilla's weaponry and this person in the back of the group. Pricilla, I'm gonna need
Yeah.
go ahead and roll I guess a roll to hit?
A roll to hit?
Or actually, hold on one. Yeah, roll to hit. With advantage.
Okay. Do I have a?
You do have
okay.
advantage because Aaron is helping you with
Alright,
this wind.
I will hit with the spear first because that was one attack.
Mhm.
That'll be a 23,
That'll hit.
Good.
and on the glaive, a 15.
Let's see. Can Aaron? He does have. I will let Aaron roll one of his psionic die to assist that. So he's gonna roll and add a d6. It needs to hit an 18 or higher total to hit the train.
Alright.
6. So both. So, Frida, as Pricilla leaps into the air, these bolts of lightning jumping from your hand to the spear and halberd and to the person in the back, you flip your vision through a million different possibilities as to how this could turn out. You see every failure, you see every poor instance of timing, you see every possibility, and you are able to find the one in which you succeed. And as you rise up,
Yes!
you see something else. See a distant image as the sun begins to rise in the distance out over these waters. You see the image of a little family. You see this changeling showman, his little black tabaxi assistant, and the giant cloud girl kind of kneeling, all in this very small space. They seem to have rented a hotel room, and there's a spread of breakfast before them, generously paid for by you this very last afternoon. And as this little family gathers to sit, "Ah, master, we haven't eaten like this in so long." Yes, they were very good people, but before we dig in, yes, we say to grace. And they all sort of bow their heads. Siegfried lifts up his voice and says, "We call to you, Lucanus, those of us here and waiting, as we long for your wisdom and your gifts. We will continue to live as you taught us, free of all shackles." And in this moment, Frida, as he's saying these words, you can see into the very depths of Siegfried's soul, because this is a prayer that he has repeated throughout his entire life. A prayer of a person in waiting. And you know, despite what he said yesterday about how he doesn't really hold out hope for himself, you can see it still there. That this prayer, despite going unanswered his entire life, he still hopes. Despite the crushing disappointment of a horrible life, when this prayer wasn't answered time and time again, he prays it every day. And you realize for the first time that bringing back magic is one matter. But to bring back the age of magic, to bring back that time when people believed they could do anything, it's going to take more than a spell, or a cantrip, or clearing out a dungeon. These people are waiting for miracles. What do you do?
I think tears come down my eyes from under the eye patch that I wear. I'm thinking, and I let the magnets fly as electricity crackles.
You hear a voice. You can barely make it out in the distance. We'll have to make one. And as Pricilla launches into the air, the final bolts of lightning hitting her spheres, and she throws them with all her might, I want you both to roll 2d100.
Okay.
All right. Let's separate.
Go ahead and tally them together. Both of you roll 2. 2d100.
That's 110 for me.
86. Oh, so I roll 2 D100s? Alright, 86
Yes.
on my first
So 86.
one, and then 86 twice in a row.
Plus
86.
86.
Plus 110.
That beats its 250 hit points. So I want you both to describe what happens to this train.
As soon as I'm rolling over it, I'm gonna use my unused action surge to just drive my pike down to where the engine compartment is, through the roof.
Yeah, you launch one spear through this train car, and you launch the other spear through this line of soldiers. And the entire thing is obliterated with so much force that the train cars that were hurtling towards you move backwards.
Yes!
They roll all the way back here.
And as I'm...
And all of these guys are dead.
I'm assuming I'm still on top of the train too, or inside the engine compartment now.
Yes, you are.
I am just trembling after that moment, and just smile and think to that family, and like look around and see if there's people around who've witnessed it.
You don't see anyone yet, but you did hear like this loud noise. So this this will definitely be noticed by people.
It seemed impossible around the Empire, but we can do it.
Hey Frida, I'm still alive.
Okay, good. Is the train like stopped, or is it gonna continue moving forward?
It's fully stopped. The engine's gone.
I'm just gonna rush over as well, and I guess prepare myself in case there's more people on board.
You see that this is mostly a cargo train, and you notice for the first time, there's quite a bit of cargo.
I just, like, my eyes light up. I look to Pricilla and, like, Jialin, and I say, "We get the train!"
Wait, my bag's not big enough.
I like look at the control panel and I'm like, can we get this operational?
There's my pike's fucking in it.
No, you reckon? Okay, it's fucking.
There's no.
We do have a hand cart.
Right.
Aaron speaks up. Well, I mean, normally I would say it's impossible for a hand cart to generate enough force to pull all these train cars, but after what I just seen, I don't think anything's really impossible anymore.
You think? Wait, I can do. Wait, hold on.
You can.
My pearl of power. I can get magnetized again if I use my pearl of power. I can magnet these two together.
I mean, we can just couple them physically.
We can attach the two, but I actually do think that, like, you know, the repelling force of your magnetize might actually help us move all these train cars, because there are multiple train cars.
I'll do it. I'll use my pearl of power.
I'm gonna put away my 50 feet of rope that I was eyeing Jialin with.
Fucking magnets! It's like,
How do they work?
how do they work? Going
So,
to be that then with my last magnetize.
Yes. Well, we'll have to. You'll figure out the details of that.
Right.
But for now, we're going to cut back to Rosalind. Rosalind, go ahead and roll your d20. I'll say with advantage as the entire bar shakes with some kind of incredible force, and you hear this loud burst of thunder as everyone in the bar like turns to look, including the person you're fighting, like, huh? What was that?
Okay, rolling with advantage. Come on. Gimme. That's still 2 17s.
Okay, yeah, he get Robin gets 2 attacks on this guy. One hits, the other does not. So, okay, it is your turn. And I'll say you can attack with advantage because this guy is distracted. Like, huh? Rosalind? I can't hear you.
Sorry about that. I did not mean to leave the call, the Discord.
Oh, whoops.
But I had to put my computer away, so I'm doing everything on my phone at the moment. So you got that I rolled the 17. So
Yes.
If after my first attack, the guy is not down for the count, I would like to use my bonus action, unarmed strike to try and yank the dynamite out of the guy's hand, if you'll let me.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit. You have advantage because he is very shocked by this loud thunder that just randomly happened.
Okay. Quarterstaff at advantage. Give me. That's a 23 to hit.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
Okay. Oh, I rolled the wrong damage. I rolled chromatic orb acid damage. Not nice. Okay. That's 7 bludgeoning.
Okay. He's still up but badly hurt.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I would like to use my flurry of blows. Bonus action flurry of blows.
Go ahead.
And my key point for that. Spend my key point. So I will punch him once. Still
Okay,
at
go ahead.
advantage.
Yeah,
Good. Because that's an 18 to hit.
that hits. Roll damage.
Okay. That's another 7 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Still up?
Still up, but badly hurt.
Okay. I'm gonna punch him one more time.
Okay, roll to hit. With advantage still.
Yeah, okay. Roll. Come on. That's a 24 to hit.
Okay, roll damage.
Come on. Yes! Max damage, 8 damage.
And he's down.
Okay, and as he's falling to the ground, I will yank the dynamite out of his hands and use my up to 40 feet of movement that I have to get up over the bar and plunge it into a barrel of water to stop the fuse.
And you see that Robin actually finishes off his guy at the same time and also plunges the dynamite in water. Ooh. I hope this stuff isn't somehow more dangerous when it's wet, otherwise this would be bad.
No. I don't know very much about it, but I do know that, do you know one?
You don't know anything about TNT.
Except that it goes boom. And that
Yes.
logically, if it's wet, it can't go boom.
Yeah. So it should
Okay.
be totally safe.
We need to find a better place to put this. I would like to search the guy's bodies, make sure there's not more dynamite on them, or what do they have on them?
You do, when you punched them the last time, their bodies disintegrated and there's nothing else on them.
Okay. Nothing on them.
But you
I
did
like-
hear this very powerful rumbling of thunder.
Rumbling
and you have
of
a
thunder.
strange feeling that it's probably that one friend of yours that, shoots
Yeah.
lightning out of her fingertips.
So that loud noise was probably one of our magic-y users in our party.
We should go then.
Yes, let's.
So
Are we able to track where the sound came from?
Yeah. It takes you a few minutes, but you are able to meet up with everyone else.
Alrighty.
And I'll say that Lana is here as well, and they're just kind of very silently smiling to themselves like they accomplished something great.
Okay.
And Raven, he looks at
And I probably beat him there because I have faster movement speed
Yes,
than him, I'm guessing.
So Raven does, since you leave him in the dust apparently, Raven runs up, sees the situation, and then once you guys explain it to him, he's like, They put the dynamite in barrels for, The same advertising barrels they were putting up for Thane Bane Kane, whatever his name was.
What?
Okay. This is great. Guys, I have a ship that I can send to meet you in the next port town over. All you guys have to do is get this stuff there, and then you can load it onto my ship, and we can sail it off back to, we can sail it all back to, where you guys from? Sorry, I'm totally blanking on Autumn Hollow. That's where you guys.
That's okay.
I don't fully know if McCain was, like, aware that this was what they were doing with the advertising barrels. But honestly, it doesn't matter, because I can blame him for it either way, and this is perfect. This is perfect. I promise I'll help you guys. In any way, he's ruined after this. The Empire is definitely gonna blame this whole mess on him.
And we left no witnesses.
No, they're all...
So, no.
Oh gosh, there's so many of them that are dead. Just instantly.
I am spray painting only friends on the side of the train.
Oh no.
You do find, like,
I may or may not be
as
helping.
you approach the train is this destroyed section of train is permanently magnetized, and so you guys kind of have to, like, pull yourselves off of it.
It's a good thing I don't have armor. Sorry, those who do.
I'm good. It's just Lana that needs to be careful.
Just...
And Jialin.
Oh, and Pricilla.
Priscilla's
probably.
also wearing...
We just keep peeling Pricilla off.
Is magnetism considered a concentration spell?
It's
this is
but this is
permanent.
special.
Stop concentrating on it.
This feels a little... I think... How do I explain? That family we saw, Jialin, I saw them...
Mm-hmm.
That gave the boost that I...
Were they praying to?
It seemed to be a prayer that they a long time about bringing...
The god of magic.
Yes. God of magic.
Jialin, do you have the blue paint?
Do I have the blue paint?
The blue paint that none of you have discussed buying at any point in time. Yes, of course you have it.
I shake it up real good, and then I hand it to Pricilla.
The paint can get stuck to the side. Priscilla, you can actually see your spear that you threw into this thing is still crackling with electricity.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go grab it.
I'm gonna.
I will
No.
go over.
By the way, that was a dirty 20 for how good that graffiti was on the side of the train.
It's excellent graffiti. As far as removing this goes, this seems permanent. Like, you can't lift it off. It is. This is powerful magnetism, and also it's shocking your hands.
All right, my drive has gone through the roof now. This is literally my Excalibur. I will be removing this right now. So that I'm doing nothing else for the remainder of the time.
Oh no.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
hold on.
I know you like that. We can get you a new one, Pricilla.
You take 11 lightning damage.
Oh no.
Hell yeah. Do I get it out though?
Roll a d20 on a nat 20. You can pull it out.
Do I get to roll it as any skill or just a regular d20?
Just well, honestly, roll a d100. If you get a 95 or higher, you can pull it out because it's not really a skill thing.
64.
No.
I'm trying again.
I kind of just whisper to myself as I look at this and just kind of remember the words. She wants to.
Okay, Pricilla, you can roll an athletics check.
Yay! 21.
You are able to briefly lift it off this interior, but then it gets stuck on the side. So go ahead, roll. It won't shock you anymore, but you'll have to roll again.
Roll athletics again?
Yes.
Can I have Lana help me?
Sure.
Yeah. 16.
You're not even able to get it off.
I will take more damage if I can try to pull this again.
Jialin, we might need a little assistance over here.
I will do that. I will step in.
Okay.
And
Roll.
21.
With that, you're able to pull it from the train, this permanently magnetized spear.
Yes.
amazing.
That would be
That
quite
could prove
interesting.
useful. Does that make it a heat-seeking?
Priscilla,
Heat-seeking spear.
Priscilla, roll a dexterity check.
Okay. 17.
Okay, you see the belt on your pants fly up towards it, but you're able to grab it and keep your pants from falling down.
Oh yeah.
While all of that shenanigans is happening, I would like to walk over to Robin, look up at him because he's a lot taller than I am, and just look up at him and give him like a nod of approval and say, "Hey, you did pretty good back there."
And I think you did better. Eat your enemy first, after all.
I think I would say we probably beat him at about the same time, but
You're being modest.
maybe I'm better because I did it with 2 less arms.
Maybe.
Maybe.
And as you guys mess around with the exploded hunk of this train and see the sun rising and can kind of hear crowds of people beginning to approach as you're trying to set up moving these cars, we will let you stare out over the rising sun reflecting off of the water. And that's where we're going to end this episode of Myth, Magic, and Might, The Rails.